Se on yksi hyvä. And then Jens Holm told me that they have two slogans that they often use. If you rest, you rust. Eli jos sä vaan löhöt ja lepäät, niin sä ruostut. Ja toinen, you don't stop because you get old. You get old because you stop. Ja tää on tätä lifestylea, mistä me paljon puhutaan, että ei ole enää tärkeää voittaa, vaan on tärkeää sosialisoida, olla yhdessä kimpassa ja ettei ruostu ja ettei vanhene. Jens Holm, please, now it's all up to you. Hän on sveitsiläinen, joten Deutsch.
Thank you, good morning.
Parlez-vous français, italiano,
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Danska, was som helst, mutta englanniksi sä vetää ja saa sit kysyä koska tahansa ja they can ask anytime they want something of you.
They can.
In any language.
In any language, not
Because I know
Finnish,
you-
not Finnish.
Well, you practiced Finnish last night there up at the... So.
I know very few words in Finnish, and
Yeah.
maybe best not said here.
Ja Jens Holm siis International Masters Games Association CEO, eli
So, are you happy with English? Or? Okay, good, good. Otherwise, I'll get Kai to translate.
Yeah.
That's right. So, obviously, I don't understand everything that's being said here, so maybe I'll repeat a few things. But I think we're all aware this is a sport event, and as Kai said, it's a lifestyle event. And I think what I would like to mention is a couple of things that make this event different from normal sports events that you're used to. And the first thing is that there's no qualification. It's only age that is the qualification, and the age varies a little bit from sport to sport, with the youngest being 25 in swimming.
and the oldest.
35 soon.
It has started age, yeah.
Yes. So, and then obviously up to 100 plus, which quite often in our events we have people who are in the 90s and sometimes over 100 as well. Then the other thing that makes it very different is that athletes represent themselves only, so not their country. They come as athletes, they come to meet other athletes, and they come to socialize. And therefore we also allow teams from different countries to put together. You could have a team of half Norwegians or half Swedish, even though of course that is very unlikely to happen for other reasons. But you can mix any way you want. So you will see during the event people will walk around with their flags and celebrate feeling Finnish or Italian or what they do, but they're not representing their country. And so there's no national anthems being played either during the event. The other thing, of course, is that the athletes pay themselves. So, and they stay in hotels predominantly, and that means that it's good for the tourism ministry in Tampere and the region, and this is a part of the sustainability for the event. Another thing is that when we select a city, if a sports venue does not exist, we take the sport off the program. So we only use what is already there. Nothing new is being built. And finally, not finally, but of other things that make it different is that we see it there. We can kind of split the athletes up into two groups. We can look at the tourists that I have mentioned that comes from overseas and stay for a long time here. They come with their families. On average, each foreign athlete will bring 2 family members with them, and they will stay for 12 to 15 days. Maybe not all in Tampere, but certainly in Finland. Then you have the other group, and that's the Finnish population. The local, there's obviously Finnish tourists, but we also have the local amazing athletes here. The real role models for kids are the parents and their grandparents. So if kids can see their parents and grandparents or teachers or coaches participate, then this is a motivation. If you as a parent go to the sports arena every weekend, you bring your small kids with you, they see that this is something that goes on for life, and this is what we really need to promote. Active lifestyle, and it's not about living till you get old, it's about living a life that is worth living, having an active and fun life. So we should never stop playing, and of course it's called playing sports, so that's what we should remember. I think that sort of very briefly sums up the differences in our event from a normal sports event. That being said, the athletes some of them are very, very accomplished and at an incredibly high level, but in the end, from all the surveys we know, athletes come to meet other people. The main reason why they come is to socialize. The second reason they come is to have a tourism experience, which for sure they will have here in Finland, which is very unique to travel to. And the third reason, if it is competitive, it is normally to compete against yourself. It's not about being the best, it's about being the best you can be. That's what it's about. Okay?
Well, Perttu said that he will compete in petanque. I know that your dad was a water polo player,
Yes.
you were a swimmer.
Yes.
Are you going to compete in something?
Are you going to suggest beach volleyball like it is?
Well,
I like that,
I mean,
but not
you could
beach
you could be a nice pair.
No, yes, for sure. I will compete in mountain biking during the event, and I think you mentioned that all the board members who are capable, maybe there's injuries or whatever, they will compete. And the staff as well. If they're over 35, they will compete as well. So
You told me yesterday that you have met Sergei Bubka and been a lot with him last week.
yes.
Any idea what I mean, you said that not pole, that we
He
know.
will for sure not do athletics in any. Well, he will not do pole vaulting. I don't think he will do stadium athletics. I don't know. I would assume he will. I haven't discussed for this event, but he's in very good shape. I think he will probably do maybe 5K run or 10K run. I would assume.
Eli 5 tonnin, 10 tonnin juoksuja siis Bubkasta sen verran, että kun hän lopetti uransa,
But for sure, he will compete.
Yeah.
I mean, he trains still every 2 hours every day.
Yeah.
So
eli Sergei Bubka treenaa pari tuntia joka päivä, mutta kun hän lopetti uransa, hän ei sen jälkeen ole koskenutkaan seipääseen. Et se laji niin kuin jäi. But I mean, there's, as you said, there's a lot of interesting people. Manuela Di Centa, what will she be like doing shooting or weightlifting
probably
or
running. I don't know. I would assume.
canoeing?
You got to remember that Manuela also climbed Mount Everest, so she's a multifaceted person. I think there are a lot of very, very interesting sports people and sports personalities, but we should also realize that everyone can compete, right? So you might have some TV personalities in Finland or famous from different walks of life who can also compete.
Yeah.
And this is that's equally interesting from people from outside. So
Yeah.
in the past, for instance, I remember we had an event in Sydney where a local radio personality had set up a football team, and every week people could call in, and if they won, they could be part of the team.
Yeah.
So this is the sort of thing that is different from normal.
And I mean, of course, we are in Tampere now. The Finnish Prime Minister is from Tampere. She's in a very good shape. Who knows?
Well,
Maybe.
and we also have
Sanna Marin has a relay team 4 times 400 meters or something.
But we have one Finn as well on the board, Sari Hessehe.
True.
So
The walker.
yes, and I'm sure she won't do walking, but she will do something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Before we let Päivi Harri speak, you said that Päivi you can't compete
No.
because we need you.
Someone has to work. So
Someone has to work. Thank you, Jens. Then
you.
it's open
Thank
for
you.
questions afterwards.
Yeah, if you have
much as
questions,
want. Or even now if you want. But I mean, it's up to you. Mut Päivi Harri, kisojen pääsihteeri, ja mä olin